Our nation is in a dark spiritual place. We are watching a moral and a spiritual crisis unfold before us. We see rampant perversions and decadence, depravity of all kind being forced down the throats of our children, bombarded through the airwaves and television, radio, internet. And we see a confused, lost, and broken generation of young people who don't know what their purpose in life is, why they exist, or why they are even here, much less how to have healthy relationships, how to build strong families, and how to do the will of God, their Creator. And the church, sadly, is not doing a whole lot better as we see moral and spiritual degradation within the Church of Jesus Christ. And we see that which should be the beacon of light. The church, sadly, has become a darkened shadow in the midst of a morally collapsing nation and culture that we call America. Operation Save America has existed for over 30 years in the front lines of the fight against abortion, the killing of innocent human beings. And we have been a voice of truth and righteousness in confronting the evil of abortion, the slaughter of preborn children, and seeking to love our neighbor, to rescue those being sentenced to an unjust death, to provide hope and help and opportunity to mothers and fathers considering abortion, to let them know that they do not have to kill their own child. And we have also been gospel-centered in bringing real solutions to the problem of abortion, not just addressing the peripheral issues, but getting to the root, the core, which is the gospel. It is man's need for salvation, for truth, for understanding of who God is and how He has commanded us to love our neighbor as ourselves, what true sacrificial love looks like as we see Christ displayed on the cross, shedding His blood, sacrificing Himself, laying His life down for others. That kind of love should characterize us as men who are willing and able to stand up to lay our lives down for others, and as mothers and fathers, that we are willing to lay our lives down for our children, to sacrifice for those around us, for our country, for our communities, for our families, and ultimately for God, our Creator. And so in fighting this battle, we must begin to think strategically. We must begin to take seriously the biblical blueprint for how we combat these evils. We take it to the streets, we take it to our local communities, we take it to our legislative halls, and we also must work within our local churches and within our homes to be sure that we are laying a proper biblical and spiritual foundation for our homes and for our lives. We don't want to just equip you with knowledge, but give you action, real actionable steps that you can take and actually get things done in your local community, and not just sit by talking about the problems, but actually be a part of the solution. So we want to encourage you to follow us, to get involved, to stay connected to us, get a hold of our resources, get in tune with what we're doing. We'd love to have you come and join us. And may we see revival and awakening and reconstruction in our nation take place.